All right, so here, week 2 folder, there's the agenda, right? Listing the things to do. Here's the paper format. So there's MLA format for essays and APA. I would recommend MLA. It's easier. That's all. And it's sort of, you've probably done it before if you've done this, any research stuff before. If, however, you're going into something, like if you're going into nursing or some degree, learning APA earlier is always better because it will be whatever you do forevermore. But so it explains a bunch of things, like here's how to do, very briefly. It needs to have page numbers here, title, so on. And then it gives you an actual example. Make your essays look like these essays. That's how I think of it, right? Because that's my whole thing with formatting. It's like, okay, I need my name here, professor. I need double spaced. I put my last name and page number. I'm just making it look the way it needs to look. The one difference between MLA, APA, MLA has a works cited page. APA has a reference page, right? So there's a big difference. Also, the actual formatting is different, slightly. Anyway, so that's where you find those. Week 2, in the folder, paper format, you can download one of those or both if you want. Here are the readings, right? So this is the reading for how to write a literacy narrative from our the writer's manual thing. So that's a good, you want to go through that. And then there's the planning, I believe is the next one, from the writer's reference. Right, and so this is a general, like how to begin to set up what it is you're going to be writing about. So it's about the process of writing, and the other one's about the specific sort of assignment, the assignment about literacy narrative. Assignment sheet 1, so then here are links to the discussion prompts. I'm going to do something what I did for the last thing, where in order to be able to read everybody's more easily, I guess, you're just going to go to week 2 on the interaction prompt. You're going to click here. Then you're just going to reply. So you want to reply to mine, and then you're going to upload your draft. So you can just do, so you do reply, then you come down to this, you click on browse local files, and then you click on the file. You click submit, and then there you are. You can also include a message if you want, but I don't know if there's a specific thing to do for that. So anyway, so now, and then I need to go and find 2 other people's that I'm going to comment on. Right, and so when I do that, I would reply directly to them, right? So if I'm going to reply to myself, let's say I just click reply there. I've downloaded the essay. I was about to say the article. I've downloaded the essay, gone over it, and I have made comments, and so I could put my comments, just copy and paste them in here, unless I actually wrote or made. But this is not an actual official peer review. We're going to do a peer review next week. So this is just reading it, and you're trying to answer, let's see if I have them. Right, like so in response, ask a question about any specific details that are missing or difficult for you to picture. Like, so if their story's not complete or you're missing something about the story, you want to help them by saying, you could describe this place more, or you could describe the house that you were in, or you could describe, your boss or whatever. Like that. And then explain what you think this narrative suggests about digital literacy. Right, like, so you read this person's story and it can suggest many things, right? Like that it's very difficult to adapt to new ways of thinking, or who knows, you make up something. So what is interesting about it, I guess? Right, so you read their story, you go, here's what it says about digital literacy, and here's why that's interesting, right? Week 2, we have the last thing, which is the discussion prompt. Oh, super important. The other thing, by Thursday night, right? midnight. You want to submit your essay to the discussion board. You also want to submit a copy to Blackboard. Here, rough draft essay number 1. Right? So you want to click on that, browse, and attach your file. Again, so you want to make sure you attach actual files. So if you're using Google Docs, you need to convert your Google Docs to a different form of, and you can almost always do that. This is slides though. So if you're using Google Docs, here's something I did for Google Docs. Or you go over to File, you have Download, and you pick Microsoft Word. It downloads it to your computer, and then you can upload it. You also want to do this even if you're using like OneDrive, right? You're using Microsoft like Word or whatever, but it's on the web and it's in OneDrive. You want to download it and then put it into links where you're sharing things. Don't work in Blackboard world in general because there's too many barriers, and I'm not signed in, and I don't know what I need to sign into. So download the thing and actually just upload it so that it's attached. So you want to make sure when you have it done, one goes to the discussion post A, and another goes to rough draft, because the rough draft is the one that I will look at, and then I can make comments on it as well. So you'll have feedback from people, even from peers probably next week. Then you'll have some feedback from me, and with all of that, you'll revise it. That's how that will go. And then the last thing, I put the MLA again and APA, and the last thing is the thing that you were looking at, hopefully. I might have to update it, but just the PowerPoint slides. So if you need those, yeah, I have to update this one. So I'll do that right after this. All right, I will talk to people later. Email me, leave me a message if you have questions. And on we go.